Advantage, Mr. Hayes. Out! Are you likely to wake up while we're doing this? Out! It was out!
Did you see that?
It was out. I'm sorry that was out. Did you see this? Did you... Out! Please, that was out. Did you see? Hey, wake up! Hey! Just off! Off! Roll titles! Here we are, some more over here for you. Anybody not, please? OK, up the back. OK, come up the back here. Right, all right, guys. Strawberries up the back there. Strawberries wherever you go. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Nice to... Oh, no, I can't do that. Wimbledon is upon us, isn't it not? Wimbledon is with us. And we're going to celebrate Wimbledon. I don't know why we're going to celebrate Wimbledon. I really have no idea. It's one of those days that I always go away. I make sure I'm never in front of the television. But Wimbledon is with us. You can't ignore it. And I thought that's what we would dedicate the entire programme, Cookie, to Wimbledon. Voila. Voila, just down here, a little south of London. Little sleepy little suburb with some very strange and some well-known people who live there in Wimbledon. So if you're in Wimbledon, dedicated to you. Right. Excellent. Shall we do the competition? Yes! OK, fine. Round here, let me tell... Anybody not got strawberries? Cookie, could you take those out? We'll have some wonderful fashions for Wimbledon later. Go and give them all a strawberry. That's good, OK. Now... Quiet in the audience. Thank you. Attend to me, camera 3. Come closer. Come closer. Now, Nikki Jevon from Netherton. Where is Netherton? Does anybody know where Netherton is? Anyway... It's near Dudley. Oh, it's near Dudley, so there we are. She's off to Kos with a friend. Have a nice time. And if you would like to... I will send you off if that carries on.
Oh, thank you.
And if it carries on after that, you will be fined before you leave. Do you understand me? Thank you very much indeed. OK. One of Jerry Hayes' balls. Would you like it back? Now... Do you like the tie, by the way? Wimbledon, of course, it rains a lot, so I've got my umbrella tie on this evening and my green jacket so I can be a sports commentator as well. Now, if you'd like to win a holiday, a one-week holiday, courtesy of Whale On, we'll pay for it all, and you can go off to the Isle of Kos with a friend, then all you have to do is answer this one simple question. Everybody here can have a go at this and at home, except David Lloyd, because he probably knows the answer. Who was the winner of last year's Wimbledon's men's final? I'd plumped for B, Cliff Richard, but it could have been Pete Sampras or it could have been Bjorn Borg. And if you know, then call us any time between now and midnight on Sunday on 0891 900 007. Ah, it's good. It's going so remarkably well so far. Listen, I know you've not got much to do at this time of year and it's coming up to the summer holidays, but please behave.
Yeah, I will.
Fine. Remember where you are. You're not in the House of Commons now. Fine, OK. All right, just... I thought that MPs were now going to treat people with a little more respect, none of that nastiness.
I promise you that.
Did you see that? Did you see that? That's my... How are you? Tom Gilby. It's lovely to see you. Tom plays real tennis. They're the people with the funny tennis rackets. They're a bit knackered, but we'll talk more a little later. Lovely waistcoat, Tom.
Thank you.
It's a lovely waistcoat. OK, come over here. What happens when you're in Wimbledon and you're doing all this stuff and your racket snaps? Well, you go to Paddy Rawlinson over here. Paddy, is that right?
Yes, Ralston.
Ralston. Paddy Ralston over here. And Paddy mends rackets and breaks hands. Now,
Strong fingers.
yes, I said I can't make an interesting interview about somebody who strings rackets. I mean, there can't be much. I mean, don't you have a machine that does it, or?
This is it.
This is it.
So I'm going to do it now.
And you actually sit there in Wimbledon.
We stand for up to 10 hours a day, stringing something like 1,500 rackets during the 3 weeks.
People so careless? Why can't they make sure they don't break the strings?
They actually like to have a new one for every game.
Oh, do they like to have a new one for every game? Wouldn't we all?
Sampras almost really take 3 new ones on court every match.
Does he?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, is it expensive to get one stringed?
No, not that expensive, quite time-consuming. And the gut is expensive.
Beg your pardon?
The cow gut.
The cow gut?
That they actually put in the
But what about if you're a vegetarian player?
Then you use synthetic.
Oh, right,
like
fine,
this.
OK, yeah. So,
Vegetarian gut.
Vegetarian gut. Well, no, you have to ask this, because we are a politically right-on programme, as you've noticed. This is all caused by Jerry Hayes, and he's going to get such a slap afterwards.
Right.
Do you get the tennis players themselves, or do they have their also-rans who come up and actually bring you the rackets?
The top 10, it's a mixture of the two.
Yeah.
The further down the list you get, they come themselves.
Are they pleasant?
Most of them, yeah.
Most of them.
They're very
so
nice
who
people.
isn't pleasant?
No, that's mercifully unfair. They're mercifully all very pleasant.
There's a little note here. It says, don't actually press Paddy because he does want to keep his job at Wimbledon and it's difficult to get in there. Yes. Could we do a little bit of gut stringing? Can we do that,
well,
really? And it's going to be fascinating, isn't it?
I'll carry on during the programme and finish it off for you by the end.
You can finish a whole racket,
And we'll do the handle
lovely,
and
lovely.
everything for you
It's
by the
marvellous.
end.
Yes, would you like to carry on?
Will do, thank you very
Could you talk us through it while I go over here?
Certainly.
Right, OK. It's down to you, Paddy. Off you go.
OK.
Yes. It's as good as my
It
gardening.
takes a long time to do a racket.
Does it? Oh, right.
It's
oh, fine.
about
It would do,
25,
yes.
30 minutes in
Is
total.
it? Hey, we've got an hour nearly.
That's right.
If
Well,
you
I
get on
reckon
with it now.
if I stretched it on, we might get through.
Yes, you carry on. Just start off.
You've got to measure how long you want.
Is it something you have to learn, or is it handed down, father to son, mother to daughter, stuff like that?
It's something you learn with experience.
Yes.
The stringers at Wimbledon have mostly all been doing it a long time and will be fairly experienced at what they're doing. The main art
This is the very first string right in the middle here. Can we get a good shot? Have we got a good camera angle on here? Right on the top there. That's the first string.
The main thing that players want is consistency.
They do.
So they want a racket that is the same every single time.
Now, if I was a player, I'd try and nobble you to make sure that you strung other players' rackets a little less well. Have you ever been bribed or not? Or is it just my warped mind?
No, Mr. Agassi did tip us the year he won Wimbledon. He's the only player ever to give us a tip for actually stringing his rackets.
Who?
Mr. Agassi.
He gave you a tip?
He gave us a tip.
How much of a tip?
£5.
You carry on with that, Paddy, for the moment. Let's go over here. Here's a gentleman. Please welcome David Lloyd, a man who has made a lot of money. Come up here, David. Now, David, who it is... All right, thank you. Jerry, you've done a remarkable job warming the audience up. If you do it this well again, you're out, right? You've beaten some pretty good players in your time, haven't you?
A few of them.
Yes. Who's your favourite to beat?
Jimmy Connors.
Jimmy Connors.
Because
Why?
He's my favourite player to watch, and because he gives 100% every time. I had a great time playing against him. He's actually much nicer than you think.
I thought he was nice.
Maccarin's a nice guy.
Listen,
He's just a little bit shy at times, you know.
yeah, he is very, very shy. But I mean, I wouldn't watch tennis because unless you're involved, it's a bit boring. But when Macro was playing and he was at his height and Connors, I was glued because I wanted to see if the umpire was going to get one stuck on him or if the linesman's gone to sleep or stuff like that.
What you should do is come into the change rooms afterwards. And
Is it as good there?
Oh, yeah, much better. That's where it really happens.
Really?
Especially the ladies.
The ladies. Well, we've got some new ladies' tennis fashions later. You're going to enjoy that. You're really going to enjoy that.
I see.
Now, people have said, before you talk to David, before you start an interview, ask him why his clubs are so expensive. So, I mean, I didn't know they were expensive, but David, apparently they are. And is there any chance of Mr. Mansfield getting a free membership?
Possibility, yes, I think so.
A possibility.
Possibility.
Just a possibility.
Yeah.
Just a possibility.
Just.
OK. So are they expensive or not?
I don't think so. It depends how often you use them.
Hell, if they pay, what the heck?
Well, not quite. We want a few players to play. It's about £1 a day.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Are you amazed at Wimbledon? I mean, every time you go past the local recreation ground, where there's a tennis court, they're all out there, stomachs hanging over their trousers, balls going out
Speak
of
for
the
yourself.
courts. And,
I
mean, they're all out there, aren't they? Everybody who's ever picked up a tennis racket or done any sport the rest of the year.
That's the problem with tennis, you know. For 2 weeks of the year it comes alive. After that, in Britain, tennis is not as played as much as it should be. That's why we don't have the players. OK, let's go over here. You brought your balls over. Pardon?
And, well, your machine. Where is the machine?
Machine's there.
Oh, fine,
yep.
OK. Gary, over here, please. David is going to do a little masterclass. I thought that would be nice. We've got Mr. Jerry Hayes, Mr. Gary Jacobs. Oh, you're doing it as well, are you? Take those out of there.
She's the ball girl.
I'm going David, excuse me. I'm sorry. Excuse me. There are a lot of people watching who want to seriously find out about Wimbledon. So, would you just put them...
Actually, I think I'm a bit lopsided.
Don't do the Jane.
Listen, listen.
They're warmer from the top.
Excuse me. My mother watches this. Now stop it. Right. Okay.
Right.
Would you get on and just give them a few tips? Go on.
A few tips. Right. We'll start with the grip. Yes. Yeah. We start with the grip. I'll start this end. Right. Okay. What do you want to do for a grip?
That's not a very good racket, though, is it?
You see this one? Yes. This is a bit old-fashioned. This one. Right. You stand with your hand there, slide it down. Whenever it comes to there, that's a forehand grip.
Yeah.
Okay.
Be good at that.
Put it nice all the way down. Oh, I'm coming. That's it.
Do this
keep going,
time.
keep going. Now, that's it. Now put your hand around it. That's a forehand grip. Okay, perfect.
Could we? Cookie?
Sorry.
Slide the hand down.
Yes.
Oh, no, sorry. Slide the hand down there.
Oh, David, have they said
all the way
tennis players
down.
didn't have a sense of humour?
There we go. Down, 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 down. And then that's your grip.
Right.
Perfect.
Can we see? Go through it. Can we? Each one of you have a go. Get some balls
This could be
over
fun.
here.
Hold on.
Come on.
Who wants to go first?
Okay.
First, second. Oh, we've lost the power.
Okay, let's get the power on. Let's get it going. I mean, here we are.
Power
Those
gone.
people sitting at home. For goodness' sake.
We've lost the power. They fused it.
Oh, for God. Okay, look. Hang on. Listen, never mind.
I'll
Ready?
tell
It's
you
okay, David. It's okay. It's all right. Okay,
I'll
ready?
get it back.
Okay, here we go.
Oh.
Now, just what's that
Oh,
like?
go! Go. Here.
So, what did that look like?
Oh, nice. And again. Yeah, oh, good. You see this? Come on, a few claps here. Oh, lovely. Oh. Oh.
What was wrong?
That was very good. Nothing wrong. I think you should join a gym, lose a bit of weight, and I've got a very
Why don't you give me a free membership to a club in
I've got a membership form. I've got a membership form, yeah. He's signed up. Right, next one. Well done.
Okay,
Next
let's
one.
get Cookie to have a couple of goes.
here
We've
we
got the
go.
balls coming, Cookie. You get in there. Go on.
Right.
All right.
There we go. Stay there. Oh. There we go. Watch out.
Come on, Cookie.
Oh. And again, slowly, slowly. That's good. That's good. So, one at a time, here. Slowly. Good, oh. There we go. Good. This could be difficult. Oh. That's good. Very good. That's good.
If you hit the net,
That's
Cookie.
good.
Okay, listen.
That's very good.
Cookie, here, look. Let me show you how. Let me show you how. Yes. Okay. Right. Balls. Okay, here we go.
Good, that.
Okay, it's enough. It's
Very
enough.
good.
It's always the way. People always get carried away, don't they?
That was good.
Do you think that was all right?
That was very good, Dad.
You were surprised at that?
That's it, good.
I haven't done that for years.
Yeah, I think
Right. Okay.
Very good. Excellent.
More tennis later. Right. Time now for a little music. This is a band, this will be interesting, this is a band new to television, of course, on the show. It's called Bear, and I want you to welcome singing Heavy Shoes. I'll do that again. I want you to welcome singing Heavy Shoes, Bear!
Don't need to
was excellent. That was terrific. The first time, hi, if you just joined us, hello. That was the first time, and if you just came in, you missed it. That was Bear singing Heavy Shoes. You heard it here first, or saw it here first. And they will be back later, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Thank you very much indeed. That was terrific. And I know guys were moving nets and things whilst you were playing. Most distracting. Most distracting. We're celebrating Wimbledon tonight. I don't know what's wrong with me tonight. It's warm, isn't it? You find it warm at home? It's warm tonight here. Now, competition. You could win a holiday for 2 people, of course, to the island of Kos. All you have to do is answer this one simple question coming up on your screens at home. Now, there we are. Who was the winner of last year's Wimbledon men's final? Pete Sampras, Cliff Richard or Bjorn Borg? We'll be back in a couple of moments. You can ring that number, 0891 900 007, and you can ring it any time and as many times as you like until midnight on Sunday. Yeah! Nice to see you. Now, as you know, thank you. We're such an excitable audience tonight. As you know, thank you. Hey, shut it. Thank you. I don't know. It's just like being at Wimbledon, isn't it? Of course, Wimbledon starts next week, and it's really we're trying to create for you at home the atmosphere here in Wimbledon. Look at him. Look at this over there.
This is how I get to Wimbledon.
Look at this. He's knackered. Anyway, a few weeks ago, you may remember, we were very concerned about the support for a whale sanctuary being created in the Antarctic, which, of course, I'm very pleased to say, when we had our vote poll, or poll vote, or whatever you like, 98% were in favour of the Antarctic being made a sanctuary for whales, which I'm very grateful to you all for voting for that. 2% of you can go away and not watch the programme anymore. We don't have any of that. Now, all those of you wishing to get fit for Wimbledon, you don't have very much time, but maybe over this weekend you can just brush up and hear a few exercises with Babs and her friends that you can do at home. But remember, if you're ill, knackered or otherwise unfit, don't try this.
Let's loosen you up. Lift those arms up and stretch. Look at the ceiling now. Stretch forwards. Place your hands on the floor. Slip your hands behind you. Lift those arms up again. Stretch up. Look at the ceiling. Now back you go. Back. Lift the arms up, stretch. Interlock the hands and move slowly to the right. Keep your back in line. Slowly come up, stretch up. You need a flexible back. Go over to the left, keep your body in line. Stretch up, the back's got to take all the strain. Stretch up. Slowly take your right hand to your right foot. Lift the other hand in the air. Slowly come up again. And over you go to the other side. Lift that hand and stretch the back. Behind your back now, lift those arms up behind you. This is to get rid of all that stress in the back of your neck and gently lower them. Lift the right arm up now, take the left hand underneath, interlock them together to keep those arms nice and flexible. No, one behind the other. That's right, stretch it out.
Come on, Jerry.
And undo it. And repeat on the other side. Now, to keep your arms flexible, have your arms in front of you, take one over the other and place them together. Place the thumb on the nose and lift those elbows in the air. Drop that head back. Gently come up and relax, okay? Now, concentration is another thing you need. Place one hand out in front of you, collect the other toes, take a deep breath in, gently lean forwards and lift that foot up in the air, keeping it high, lower it down and relax. Okay, now you need a strong back. Stretch those legs wide apart. Place your hands on your feet. Slip one hand to the foot, take the other one and take your ear towards the knee. Gently come up, go over the other side, taking the ear to the knee. Gently stretch up, look at the ceiling, stretch forwards and place the chin on the floor. Come up slowly and bring one foot into the middle. Place your hands either side of that knee. Lift the other hand in the air. Now stretch back. This is brilliant for tennis. It gives you that backward stretch. Come out of it slowly. Lie flat on your back now. Place your fingers in towards your ears for a lovely backward stretch. Lift that body up in the air. Slowly relax down. The other thing you need is fantastic wrists. So place your hands by your knees, place your head on the floor, lift your bottom in the air, place your knees on the ground.
you, that's enough. We'll see you later. If you get out, come on. Come over here. Soundman, come over here. Come over here. Yes. I noticed you were making an awful lot of noise. An awful lot of noise. This one here, like Buddy Holly's ghost. Did you enjoy that, though?
I thought that was quite spectacular.
As a new man...
He hasn't had a girlfriend for years.
No, no, well, you won't need one after that, will you? OK, thank you very much. Give them a nice round of applause. What? What's wrong?
I thought you wanted me.
No, that's fine. Go on.
Oh, right,
Don't
sorry.
hog the part.
Sorry.
Thank you. That's OK, right. OK, it is my show. You're right. Now, Paddy, how are you doing?
Nearly there.
This is, of course, the re-strung racket over here. Isn't this good? Exciting? Very, very nice indeed. Any problems with this one?
No, nothing today.
You sure?
Positive.
Good, good, good. Oh, excuse me. Who was that who said bring the girls back? Which one? That one over there? Right. OK, over here. Now, please, Paddy will be back later.
What?
OK, now, please welcome Mr. Gary... Oh, Jacobs! Enough! I don't understand this. I have to say that these sort of audiences you get at Wimbledon, I mean, where were in my day in Wimbledon, they were so genteel and so well-behaved.
Were they really?
Well, they didn't have Jerry Hayes in them, I suppose that's the thing.
Don't MPs normally get strung up anyway?
Yeah, it's a little joke. Hang on, that was rather good. Oh, it's not working.
Yes.
OK. Do you want to go up? We have a number of letters. Do you want to get
a number of letters.
Yeah.
I've got a fascinating one here from somebody who's doing time, wants to know why he didn't get damages from the Criminal Injuries
So he's doing
Compensation
time.
Board. Well, what happened was somebody attacked him and he attacked them back.
He's doing time.
Life.
But what's he doing right? What's he doing watching this programme? He's in there to be punished, not to have fun watching this programme.
I have to tell you that I know from my experience as a lawyer that people sitting in the prisons have access to televisions, computers, radios, Saturday afternoons in London. They can cook their own food. I go to prison frequently, and my clients often cook me a meal.
I've heard, yes.
Cook me a meal.
Anyway, get to the point, sorry.
The point is he never got any money, and he wants to know what he can do. And quite simply, if you are refused money from the Criminal Injuries Compensation Board, there is an appeals procedure. If you don't follow it within the time limits, then you lose the rights. But, of course, if in defending yourself against an attack you kill your attacker, you cannot expect to get damages for what he did to you.
Sorry, can I just run back? So this guy killed his attacker?
Yes, he did.
He's serving life?
Serving life.
And he wanted some damages back for the...
Yes, loss of earnings, actually. Anyway, he's had it.
Thank God.
We've got... I said last week something about people complaining about solicitors. Well, there's a genuine one here that is... It's a complaint, but it's not justified. Somebody...
Wouldn't have been, would it?
Somebody recovered a lot of money from an accident, and the solicitor held it back because the Legal Aid Board said that it has to be held back until such time as fees are assessed. Well, subject to the solicitor having the common sense to tell the Legal Aid Board how much the fees are going to be, this man's entitled to some of his money, but when you have legal aid, one of the things you sign at the very beginning is an obligation to reimburse the legal aid fund almost anything you recover. So I'm afraid to say he can't complain. Well, he can complain, but he's not justified. And that's not bad, 1 out of 60. Complaints, that is, that's
that was
justified.
missed, go on.
Yes. We've got a letter here from somebody who had what was called a short hold tenancy. It's one of those agreements where you can live for 6 months and normally renewed every 6 months. And what happened was the landlord didn't bother to renew, just continued to accept the rent. Well, that person is very fortunate in that they now have the right to remain there for a much longer period of time, and the landlord will find it a bit more difficult to get them out than normally. And can I say this one finally? It's about the 5th letter I've had about the Child Support Agency. Simply says, is there any way to appeal for some fair and just way against a certain person and their army? Yes. MPs have said they're going to change the Child Support Agency, which I've always felt was a nonsense the way it was set up.
Keep on their backs.
Keep on their backs. Keep on the backs of the MPs, and we may get a fairer system for all, because it's meant to be child support, not father bashing.
Right. Jerry, who wants to say something, we'll come to you a little later, Jerry. Don't worry about that. If you would like Gary Jacobs' help, if you would like... Oh, you don't want to say anything about that.
Oh, and I need some more letters, James.
Yeah. If you would like Gary Jacobs' help, then please spin round, get a shot of the address caption over there, right to us at Whale On. So where we go, up there we are. Whale On, MMTV. Look at those pillocks waving. Don't you hate that on television? 5 to 7 Carnaby Street, London, W1. etc., etc. That'll find us, and any little legal problems Gary can help you with, we will try our best. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Gary Jacobs. Hey. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, please, enough. Now, let's have some very interesting... you know, it's difficult to know which one of these cameras is working. There's no lights here anywhere. Any one of them? Are you, over there, Richard. Nice to see you, Richard. How are you? Good? Good, good, good. OK. Yes, very good. Now, let's have some really difficult questions and queries for Gary Jacobs as well. Now, I know a lot of you will be watching Wimbledon just to see the fashions. I know there are a lot of fashion-conscious people out there. I shall be watching to see if anybody falls over. And... a little boring, I think. So we've brought Jenny Keeble along from the fashion editor from Tennis World. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
And we're going to see some of the fashions that you probably won't be seeing at Wimbledon. But you could use in your own tennis club or in the... you know.
OK.
What do you... No, no. I know you're nervous. Listen, Jenny. I know you're nervous. I know you're nervous, but go for it, OK? Just project. Because imagine, you know, just think that they can't have the same presenters on daytime television all the time. You could be there, all right? You could be there, OK? I mean, I think that you and David Lloyd make a really nice couple. And, I mean, you know, don't you think? Yeah. OK. Let us bring on our first couple, and you talk us through it.
OK, we have Sharon and Trevor wearing the LS tennis clothing.
Oh,
yes. Trevor is in the pure cotton shorts and top, and Sharon is wearing a polyester pleated skirt with a button-through top. If you could just show the top, Sharon, could you just show the top? Can you show the top,
Sharon, please? Could you show the top? Yes.
Oh, yes!
Okay.
I like the pleated little skirt, actually, Jenny.
Yes, if you could just do a twirl, you can see some lovely pants underneath.
Yes. Now that...
Which are...
Yeah. That's one of the reasons why most of the guys are sitting there glued to Wimbledon, isn't it, really? Yeah.
And the strawberries.
Very nice indeed. OK, go and change and come back. Let's have our next two on. Yes? Are you all right, Jenny, there? You're gonna have to fight it. You know, the audience are difficult, aren't they? It's not like those sophisticated people at Tennis World, I know. Now... Cookie, is that you under all that? Yes, I couldn't believe you looked so straight. Yes.
Here we have Cookie and Carl. Cookie's wearing a turquoise skirt with a cotton top and a polyester skirt. Cookie's also wearing a hat and fancy pants to match.
Oh, you got fancy pants on, Cook. All right, OK. Yeah. Enough! Go on! Off! Go off, Cookie. Go on. OK, let's see the guys here. This is the sort of thing.
Right.
Look, this
Carl is actually wearing high-tech shorts, which are
Yes.
also from...
Very nice, Carl. Do a twirl.
And the high-tech top. In predominantly white, which is the in thing for tennis this year.
Uh-huh. In thing for tennis, I think, every year, isn't it, Jenny? White?
More or less.
I think we've seen enough, Carl, really, anyway. And when you come back, Carl, don't wear the box, please. Thank you very much. Off. I'm sorry. We'll edit that out, of course, Jenny. We won't see any of that. So, come on, then. Let's go. Jenny, is it warm? Quiet now. Let's hear what this is.
OK, Sharon's wearing a sleeveless top with the buttons through at the front. You just open up the top a little bit, Sharon.
Yes,
Thank you.
open
We have...
Sorry, Jenny, this is a bit difficult because I've noticed when you're serving and the cameraman's in the wrong... Can you just Sharon, just do a serve, you see? And if you get a shot under the arm here, you can be a little bit difficult, can't it? That sort of thing wouldn't be allowed, David, at Wimbledon, would it?
I think I'll have to ban that.
I do, don't you? Yeah. Did you ever play mixed doubles?
Often.
Was it a bit difficult?
I play with Zimbabwe, yes.
Oh, well, say no more. Say no more, yes.
What can I say?
OK, next, what's he wearing?
Here we have the cotton shorts, the longer type short, and the pretty pattern on the bottom.
You should take your hands out of your pockets, too, yes. Yes, yes.
Predominantly white again.
And great, lovely. Jenny, thank you very much indeed. Jenny Keeble! Come wasn't that bad, Jenny.
Double vodka and orange, please.
A vodka and orange.
Oh, isn't she sweet? Right, let's have some music. Here's Bear, and they're going to sing for you now the second number on the show, called... Can't find it now. Oh, are you sure? OK, I'll do that again. Big Bill on. Here's Bear, second time on the show tonight, and a number called Connect. Is it warm? That was lovely. Thank you all very much indeed. They're Bear. Well, they're not, actually, but they're Bear and Connect. And over here, just before we go to the competition, we finish this part and come back. This is, as I know you know, it's a lovely tie you're wearing over there. Tom Gilby. Tom, what is the difference between the real tennis and the real tennis?
Well, the real tennis is really, tennis is the derivation of real tennis. If you know what I mean. Lawn tennis and indoor tennis.
So that the real tennis where they hit it along the roofs and get all very...
Well, it's a lot more sophisticated because you wear long trousers and things like that.
Oh, right, yes, yeah.
And the racket, as you can see, the rackets are knackered.
Yeah.
And the balls are all put together. They're not simple balls.
Yes, no.
You start with a cork ball.
Ah, yes, that's a fairly sort of normal-looking ball, that.
And then you have another ball.
Oh, it gets a little bigger then. Yes, so yes, I see.
And then you progress to that. You put a couple of nails in that, and then and then you stitch it like that, and you end up with that ball, which is quite hard. But you can't throw that at people like you were throwing those. Try and throw one at perhaps Jerry Hayes.
Okay, we'll talk some more on it later, but it's the sort of thing Henry VIII did, isn't it?
Yeah, he in fact made it popular at Hampton Court, and one of the advantages is that old people can play it because they have a double chance. You know, you
not get any sympathy from me.
No, that's
not any sympathy from me at all.
Yeah.
Do you fancy going to Cos?
I beg your pardon.
Do you want to go to Cos?
I beg your pardon.
You want to go to... Follow me this way. Follow me. No, you've only just now. I was going to talk about your wonderful waistcoats, but no. If you'd like to go to Cos, answer this simple question. Who won last year's men's singles title? Was it A, Pete Sampras, B, Cliff Richard, C, Bjorn Borg? And the number is up on the screen, 0891 900 007. The lines are open until midnight Sunday. Don't go away. We're back with... Oh, I'm not going to tell you till you come back. Shut up, guys. We've got all night. I can wait all night. I can't wait all night. There we are. There's a lovely tennis playing couple. I think we should sell that to David Lloyd. He can probably afford to purchase it. Very good. Gary over here, the pavement artist. Wonderful, Gary. Looking so laid back. And as you can see, if the audience remain well-behaved, the strawberries and the champagne will be available at the end of the programme. But please now... Okay, life goes on. Enough.
We love you, James. We love you, James.
After the show, we're going to go and see a psychiatrist friend of mine, all right? It's okay, fine. Now, let's carry on. Because, of course, any moment now, we are in danger of becoming a totally ungoverned country. Please, would you welcome the Honourable Member for Harlow, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jerry Hayes! Here we are.
Who's booing?
I always...
Oh, I'm sorry.
Order!
No, James, the one person I hit in the audience by accident happens to be a senior Queen's Counsel.
Yes, well, you'll probably be knackered after this. Jerry Hayes, of course.
It shows we have respectable people on the show.
Jerry Hayes, of course, doing for politics what King Herod did for childcare. Now,
Oh, yes.
We are about...
That was very good. You know, James is learning Spanish. When he's learning Spanish, he told me an innuendo is a Spanish suppository. Is that right? Yeah? It's true. It's true. And you know, he always flies, when he flies to Italy, he always flies genitalia, don't you?
We only have about a minute left for your spot, but that's probably a minute too much. Now, we're about to embark on the longest summer holiday that the House of Commons has ever had.
It's a holiday. We'll be there.
I haven't finished yet. Shut up. Yeah. Why is it that we have in this country such a long recess when, in effect, there is nobody there? There's no discussion, no debate about anything that's going on, and no democracy. No democracy.
You did that so well. But it's just not true. The fact is the matter, we are not sitting in the House of Commons. But what we're doing, we're amongst the constituents, dealing with their problems. Alice and I, and this will make you, my wife, this will make you all very sad, only gets 2 weeks holiday on our own a year. There we are. It's because we love you all.
Is that the best you can do?
I thought that was quite good, actually. But
is that the best you can do?
Yeah. No.
Okay. What?
Oh.
Suck.
Oh.
And shut up. Ladies and gentlemen, Jerry Hayes. All right. Okay. Right, now, over here, let's get back to the serious debate, even if Parliament's not going to be sitting there for much longer, unfortunately. And welcome Simon and Bob. And Paddy's here. Before we go any further, Paddy, have you finished the racket?
Oh, just got to do the handle.
Yes.
And put the stencil on the racket and it'll be finished.
OK, well, what are you waiting for? Get on with the handle, for goodness sake. Now, Simon and Bob, one of you is a manufacturer of tennis rackets?
That's right.
OK, what does one look for when one goes out now? And a lot of people will be going out because Wimbledon gets them fired up, doesn't it?
Well, it does. Well, we hope so. Cosmetics seem to sell rackets today. Up until 1982, wooden rackets were...
Can you hear that funny noise, by the way?
I can, yeah.
That's my fish tank, all right? Can you see? It makes a little noise. A little noise in there. Very nice. OK, carry on.
Right. Well, until 82, the tennis rackets were still predominantly wooden.
Yeah.
And then Pro Kennex pioneered the use of graphite. Greasy hair.
Yeah. Oh, that's the sort of stuff you can have hair extensions made of.
That's right,
yes,
yeah.
I see. Very
Do you want me to model it for you?
No, well, you can put it on
OK,
if you want, yes.
put it on, yeah.
OK, fine. Just to make sure that people with interest in tennis do have a sense of humour.
That's right.
Yep.
Now, to make a tennis racket, you use graphite and sometimes fiberglass or other materials. Then you bind them into layers. Let's take that off, look a bit silly.
I would, yes. It do look particularly silly.
Particularly silly, yep. That was the idea. You bind it into layers called a pre-peg. That's actually a tennis racket.
That in itself is
a tennis racket. Don't break it.
It would break, wouldn't it?
Could do,
yes,
yeah.
OK, fine, put it down.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
You wrap that into a mould. It'll be a lot softer at the time. And then you just put the lid down, blow all the impurities out with heat and pressure. Just blow air through it to get a tennis racket.
So this is a graphite tennis racket.
That's right.
Which saves chopping down trees and stuff like that, which is good.
Yeah. Well, we like to be. We're a green company.
Yeah. And it's a bit lighter than wood, is it?
Much lighter.
Yeah.
It's stiffer. You can get more power.
Much stiffer.
Much stiffer.
Much stiffer.
Much stiffer. That's important.
Yes, very important.
And it's just a nicer feel than wood. Wood's much heavier, if you can feel the difference.
Yeah, oh, well, yes, that's not such a nice feel, and that's a nicer feel.
Lovely feel.
And there's something missing. I can't help thinking there's something missing on that one. But
well, if you swing hard enough, then the ball just actually turns around.
Yes, OK, fine.
And
OK, so we've
got the graphite, then you go into this stage, then you go into that
fine, that's it, yes.
And then
Paddy does the stringing.
Yeah, 45 minutes later, after this is cooled, drill the holes.
Yeah. Drill the holes.
Right,
yes,
dentist,
drill the holes.
And then just paint it.
Oh, lovely. Airbrushed.
Airbrushed, yeah.
Oh, it's got a little contraceptive on the handle as well. Nice, yes. That's a lovely... How much would that cost me, then? I mean, how much
would cost you £99.
£99?
£99, bargain.
Could buy a couple of shirts for that. Right. Now, over here we've got... I've forgotten which is which now. Your balls, anyway, aren't you, Bob? Bob the ball. OK, Bob. And he's going to do exactly the same. Do-it-yourself balls. And here we go, Bob.
This is the basics. The rubber.
The rubber, yes.
Straight off the tree.
Oh, that's basic rubber, is it?
That's basic rubber.
I thought it came off in white, sort of, you know, seamany type stuff. Sort of rolling down the tree.
It's dried.
OK, fine. Oh, that's right. Right, OK, go on. Yep.
From that, with additives, they make that.
With additives?
Yep.
Yeah, OK, that, yes, that's familiar. Yes, OK.
And from that, you get a half shell.
From that, you get a half shell. There's a half shell.
And from that...
From that...
You get a whole tennis ball without any felt on.
Very nice. And that's the inside of the tennis ball.
That is the inside of the tennis ball.
Yep. Yeah.
That's part felted.
So that's like Tom Gilby's, but with no hard ball in the middle.
Correct.
Yes. OK. Fine. Yeah. That's one with that looks a bit like me, doesn't it? Sort of a monk, I suppose. 2 eyes here. You know. Yes. OK. Fine. Yes.
That's the actual felt that you use.
And that felt goes on there. Yeah. OK. And that goes round there eventually. And.
Yes. Just to confuse your issue, there's 2 types of balls.
Yes, of course. There had to be.
There's one with gas inside.
Right.
And there's one which gets the bounce off the actual core of the ball.
OK. Which is best?
Well, if you want to play with your balls for a long time...
Yes.
You use that ball. Because,
the top one?
Yes, because you can still play with it even though it's punctured.
Right. Which tennis court do you play on? Because they want to clear these bloody great nails off. I mean, look at that. Yeah, you've got to be very careful. You imagine every tennis court you go on has got a nail on it like that. You're going to be knackered. But anyway, yes. So that's how it's done?
That's how it's done.
OK. And so do you have some sort of relationship together, you two, for the bat and the ball, or not?
We're brothers.
You're brothers? Oh, right. Fine. How much would one of these balls cost?
Well, for a tube of 4, you'd pay about £7.50.
Really? Mm. And how long will they last?
Well, the Tretton one would last you for as long as the felt lasts.
Right.
And it just keeps going.
I'm told that the top tennis players only keep a racket for maybe 1 game or 2 games at the most, even if Paddy has restrung them.
Well, they take about 20 rackets on court. They're all strung at the same tension, and they're very particular about them. They have their favourites, though. I don't think they use more than about 3 during a tournament.
Lovely, good, fine, thank you very much indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, you know everything there is to know about bats and balls. Yes! Wimbledon would not be complete without champagne and strawberries. I believe the price of strawberries depends on how many are eaten at Wimbledon. That sort of stuff. So, in the last part of the programme, the audience have been very good. It's been very hot in this studio tonight. Could we, girls, please open the champagne? While we're doing that, let me go over here to my friends. Now, Rupert. Rupert Ledium?
Lendrum.
Lendrum, right. Rupert, tell me, this champagne, Moet?
Yeah. Moet et Chandon.
The champagne of champagnes?
Absolutely.
OK, and...
The king of champagne.
The king of champagnes. How much is consumed whilst we're... would you like to show us how to open it as we're going along? Thank you. Point it over there. Very nice, yes. Talk to us about it, Rupert, come on.
They consume somewhere in the region of 12,500 during the fortnight.
Yes.
12,500 bottles.
Uh-huh.
We sell about...
Bring all the glasses, girls.
We sell about 2.5 million in the year.
2.5 million?
Yeah.
Why is champagne... Can we get strawberries as well? Why is champagne so expensive?
The grapes are very expensive.
OK.
I mean, you need about £3 or £4 worth of...
How should you open it? You should... Get it? Go on. How should you open it?
With a sigh, rather
With a sigh, like a satisfied woman, rather than a... Give a nice round of applause for that. Thank you. One for David. OK. Pass that on to Jenny. What a gentleman, David.